Hello. Today we are working on the faces. Today we're gluing on eyes. So that's what we're doing today. And I'm listening to the Canceled podcast. We have to glue on the eyes so that we can cling wrap the face before we sew it on anything. We're cling wrapping the face so that way it doesn't get damaged when I have to turn the piece inside out to sew it. I don't know if it would actually cause any damage, but I'm paranoid about it, so I'm going to do cling wrap. And I am trying to get this project done, like within this next week. So, gotta keep chugging along. Anyway, alright. Probably won't talk on from here, but the Canceled podcast will. That was weird. That's weird. It has eyes. So I'm gonna glue that part and put one of these little couplers on top. But I guess it won't work for that one, but that's okay. That is so cute. I love it. Okay. Even like Cole Kerrigan and everything that happened where he, which has now been, she said that she got validated that that was true. I don't know that whole situation. I just know that, and again, my memory is so hazy from this time of my life, so I hate speaking anything like so definitively, but I'm pretty sure Cole, like, yeah, and like, allegedly. So then once again, it's like, she knew, according like to how I felt and to everything, and But like also that was T. Bryce on God the Era, and it lines up and it perfectly checks out. But I hate that people are taking this as like you're not a girl's girl, because it's like, where the fuck do I get off protecting Austin Brown? I would rather die. Like I've always said that. He is disgusting. There was no part of me that wanted Austin to like me. There's no part of me that was trying to keep anything from Catherine. There's no part of me. I would sooner die. Like you've seen, even after this, I will continue to ride for her and her happiness, and always have said like that she deserves better than that man, and just like he is, especially at that time was. Spring is in full anything, you know what I mean? And so Austin's poking the bear, and I'm in
this one I can do the couplers.
Just confrontational and insane online, and he's saying crazy shit to me and about me to everyone, and I make this TikTok. And I do think that I probably wouldn't make the TikTok today, but like also that was T. Bryce on God the Era, and it lines up and it perfectly checks out. But I hate that people are taking this as like you're not a girl's girl, because it's like, where the fuck do I get off protecting Austin Brown? I would sooner die. Like I've always said that. He is disgusting. There was no part of me that wanted Austin to like me. There's no part of me that was trying to keep anything from Catherine. There's no part of me. I would sooner die. Like you've seen, even after this, I will continue to ride for her and her happiness, and always have said like that she deserves better than that man, and just like he is, especially at that time, was such a fucking diabolical human being to her. Yeah. So it's like, to think that I would ever try to protect Austin, it's just like, I guess, obviously it's her fans coming to me and they're mad and whatever. I feel like my fans know there's never been a day in my life that I even remotely
or Austin McBurney.
So even behind closed doors, like I would sooner fucking die. My ears are getting hot even thinking about supporting Austin. And like, truly I knew so much behind the scenes of other girls reaching out and stories I would hear around LA, that I think I was in a mindset at that time, and always, where I was like, I don't think me reaching, and maybe this isn't true, maybe I was wrong for this mindset at the time, but I don't think me reaching out would have done anything, because I knew so many people that had, and I knew what the responses looked like back, and I knew that she was aware of these things that people were saying, and still kind of, and that's not me shaming her for not leaving sooner, like you have to, that's such a hard layered situation, like I think she left in her own time, and devising an exit plan away from him, money and Ace family and all that, I can't even imagine how hard that was. Like, I'm just saying, I truly at that time felt like she knew, and that
like it was just kind of like a everybody knows. We all know. And
yes,
it was like a TikTok obviously to dig at him. I understand obviously both sides of it, because like she was like caught in the crossfire.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it was like something that was supposed to be negative to him that she ended up like I don't know, feeling embarrassed by.
I agree.
She said in the Call Her Daddy like episode, she said, I wish you just brought it to me, and that's like kind of what you just said. But like I feel like he would have been able to manipulate her into thinking that was.
And I've seen him do that with a million other situations, and I don't have this girl's phone number, and like again, from everything that I've seen, even with the Cole stuff, everything, like I've seen her responses before. I didn't think I would make it down, and so I'm just like, I think that if I went back in time, I don't know. I mean, I would probably do things pretty similarly, but I do see now how it's like, I was gonna say like I don't know if anyone as big as me had spoken out about him being a cheater up until like my TikTok, but then again, now I'm remembering things that people had been speaking out and had been going viral, so it wasn't like I was breaking news either, and it's just like,
maybe it's hard sometimes for me to get an understanding of like what the general consensus is, because our bubble is like so.
And that's why I called Jake, because I was like, can you walk me through this? this time. He was very much like, dude, everyone knew. Like, everyone knew.
Yeah, I don't even think he was attempting to be secretive about it. I feel like I've talked about this openly, but I would go to Hyde and be like making out with girls at Hyde.
Mhm.
Like,
And
and
when
this
I
was
say-
that long ago. This was 2021, 2020, like.
And when I say everyone knew, I'm also not saying everyone knew and she didn't. I'm saying, like, people were reaching out to her and she was responding and saying certain things. Like, you know what I mean?
I've so been there though, like the person who's like just blindly, delusionally believing the man.
100%.
Like, that's the person you love. It's a father of her children.
And that's, I'm with you on that. I'm not, like, I can't stress this enough. I'm not placing any blame on her. I'm just, like, clearing my name in the regard that I would never protect a man over a woman.
Yeah.
Like, that is the thing. Like, and again, the way she has handled everything is with grace. She is beauty, she is grace, she is Miss American race, and I ride for her. And if she doesn't want to like me for that, like, I completely understand and respect that. Like, I'm not searching for anything here, but like, there's not a part of me that would not be girl in the fucking Catherine McBroom situation. Like, I'm not siding with fucking Austin McBroom. That's just like, point blank period.
Had you known, or like, had you had any concept of like, oh, maybe she's.
So you did that. Or maybe thinking about doing it. And now your brain won't shut off about it.
Wait, was that the right way to say it? Wait a second.
Did I just trauma dump my friends? I'll just text them again and be like, haha, forget I said anything.
No, too much. Sometimes the scary point blank period.
Had you known, or like, had you had any concept of like, oh, maybe she's doesn't know this, and like,
100%. Or if I thought it was like this new, like if I thought I was the fish on SpongeBob saying breaking news, A, I wouldn't have done it, and B, had I not collected so much information over so many years about all of the different horrible things he'd done and her responding to them and just different things, like, you know what I mean? I would have maybe thought of myself as someone who should need to go tell her first. Like, but I that wasn't my role in that situation. And once again, he was picking a fight with me, and that was just me being petty teen guys on God era.
the biggest attack on his character is like how horrible he was in his marriage, because obviously such a person.
Yeah, 100%. And that's, and even then I was making that in like a, we ride it on for Catherine.